Loud pipes suck. I said it. There. You can click off the video. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to try to make you a thesis on why I think loud pipes on motorcycles suck as I start up my Ducati that has a pretty loud pipe on it, as you guys can hear. It's pretty loud. It's actually just a baffle in it right now. It used to be much louder. Incomprehensibly loud. Look at that banana peel. Slip on that like Mario Kart. So yeah, loud pipes suck. Honestly, I've come around to this. I'm ready to admit it. I'm ready to just fully succumb to the old man status that loud pipes suck. Here's the reason why I think they suck. I live in a city, right? I do not live in a rural area. I do not live in a place where I can do whatever I want. I have to get along with other people. And I've come to realize that even as a motorcyclist, even as someone who absolutely adores engines and the sounds they make and all that stuff, I do not like it when sound is infringed upon me, right? It's very similar to how, I don't know why this development happened recently, but people are now very, very comfortable with using their cell phones in public to watch TikTok or Instagram or whatever the hell and just blast it at full volume on their speakers on their phone. And to me, that is just morally reprehensible. To subject everyone to your sound is just horrible, right? Why would you do that? Headphones exist for a reason. And the more I've been riding, the more I've been thinking about how a stock stealth exhaust actually has so many benefits over, ooh, that guy got kind of close, over a traditional full pipe or a slip-on or something like that. Slip-ons aren't really that big a deal. They're barely any louder than stock. So what are those benefits, right? Well, first of all, your stealth, right? You can get away with more activities. You can speed a little bit more. You're under the radar, you know? You're not drawing a bunch of attention to yourself, and that's kind of a good thing. If we want to spread the good word of motorcycling, I really think we need to draw a little less attention to ourselves, right? There's so many ways to let people in traffic know that you are there, right? You can wear bright, flashy clothing. You can make it such that people see you rather than hear you, right? They've done so many studies on this. I'm not going to harp on the fact that, you know, having a super loud pipe literally does virtually nothing to increase your chances of being seen on your motorcycle. Loud pipes, in fact, do not save lives. There's been scientific consensus on this. It's really not necessary to harp on that. But yeah, you get away with being stealth. You're not a nuisance to other people. And that's a big one, right? Like, I have recently become kind of embarrassed of some of my louder exhausts, right? When I bought my Honda Grom, my little wheelie mule that I have right now, it had this horrible Chinesium exhaust on it. The first thing I did was I ordered an OEM replacement exhaust and put it on the bike, and it made it so much better. It did not need such a loud exhaust. And I think riders who understand this, they know that being stealth is better. They know that actually enjoying your bike in a stealth way is cool. But I'm at odds with it, man, because I get it. My Daytona, which you guys will see in a couple of days here on the channel, if memory serves me correctly, my Daytona has a full Botus exhaust. It is raucously loud. It's ridiculously loud, to the point where I think if I were to ride it in certain tracks around the US that have dB limits, it wouldn't pass. It's ear-piercingly loud, right? When I'm on it and it's full pin, it's incredible. It sounds amazing. I love it, right? But that's at a racetrack. That's in a controlled setting. That's where things are supposed to be loud. If I had that exhaust on the street, oh my God, everyone would want to kill me. And that happens to me more often than I would care to admit. You know, when I'm walking around and some super loud car flies by, or some god-awful Harley with open pipes flies by, it's not nice, you know? I don't really like it. And it's weird because I'm a total gearhead, but it's got to be right place, right time. When I go to MotoGP here in Austin and I hear the rumble of all those bikes starting off the starting grid and just that visceral sound that they make, they are so loud. It's incredible, right? But they're there for a reason. They're the fastest motorcycles in the world. They're supposed to be loud. And that's really cool, right? I think what we motorcyclists get into the habit of thinking is that everyone thinks that our bikes are cool. Everyone thinks that people want to hear our bikes roar and scream and ping off the limiter, and they think, oh my god, that guy sounds so sick, it's so cool that his motorcycle's so loud. When in reality, no, nobody thinks that. Even motorcyclists don't think that, for God's sake. So imagine what normies think, you know? Another benefit of running a stock exhaust is that it's cheaper, it's simpler. You don't void your warranty. You don't have to deal with fueling issues or crap on your motorcycle, you know? Just ride the bike the way it was built and it's fine. Some people get up in arms about it. I've seen some reviewers being like, oh, the MT-09 has a dead spot in second gear. Nobody can use it. It's just the worst thing in the world. I don't know. Quit complaining so much, man. Just ride the damn bike. It's not that bad. And you can make fueling changes and ECU changes while running a stock exhaust. You don't have to have some ridiculously high flow, super loud exhaust to fix some of those fueling issues, right? So if you have legitimate claims about the power band on your motorcycle, if in a certain gear it's not giving you the juice, you can still flash it. There's nothing that says you have to have a super loud exhaust to flash your motorcycle or to adjust those fueling parameters, those air to fuel ratios, TPMS, or whatever the hell else those motorcycle flashers do. And honestly, I think that, yeah, running the stock exhaust, you keep your warranty, make it simpler. I don't know, I'm really coming around to the idea that you could just keep a stock exhaust and it's like no problem at all. Like, it's not a big deal to run a bike with a stock exhaust, and it's genuinely enjoyable to know that you have that peace of mind, to know that, oh, like, you didn't massively change something on the bike and it's just gonna work the way it's intended and it's under warranty and it's just easy peasy breezy. The other thing that's really cool is a lot of manufacturers now are investing in more of the intake side of the engine. Traditionally overlooked on a motorcycle because of packaging issues. This is something that car people have been into for a very long time, for making the intake sound a little bit louder, right? And car guys love to talk about this because on super expensive cars, they're like, oh my god, the engine's right behind your head and you can hear it so much. But on a motorcycle, every single engine is between your legs on every single bike. So it's the best thing ever. And it's actually a very underrated part of a motorcycle when you open the throttle and you hear it pulling air as opposed to just, you know, burping a bunch of sound out of the rear end. And again, I hate it because there's a visceral part of me that absolutely adores my loud exhaust. And I don't notice how loud it really is because I ride my bike with the helmet and with earplugs on all the time. So to me, I hear it and I'm like, ooh, it sounds nice. And you guys hear it on the microphone on YouTube and you think, oh, it's, you know, not that loud, or oh, it sounds pretty nice, you know? I remember we had the Street Fighter V4 in 2022. That was the loudest recorded DB motorcycle that I ever had in the shop. It was so atrociously loud. I think we registered 126 dBs on the dB meter. Really, really loud. And that was something that just made me a little embarrassed to ride it. And I kind of got this feeling that I didn't want to tell people online, but I was like, dude, I kind of liked this bike better when it had the stock exhaust. It was a little less crazy. It was a little less loud. It wasn't so horrendous, you know? Whereas, you know, a lot of people would hear it on video, on camera, and they think, oh my god, man, it sounds incredible. Like, oh man, like, what an amazing sound. And you're like, bro, my right ear is ringing after wearing earplugs and a helmet riding this thing. Tinnitus is a real thing, guys, and having a super loud exhaust will not only make other people hate you, but it may very well give you hearing damage in the long run if it's loud enough, you know? Wind damage is, of course, the biggest one. It's why I tell you guys to wear ear protection every time you ride. I've been doing it for years. It's the way to do it. But truthfully, if you have a really, really loud exhaust, you can literally damage your ears by riding it for too long. Consistent exposure to loud noises is what hurts your eardrums. So imagine you're pinging off the limiter of some super loud bike all the time. You're going to give yourself hearing damage. And if you ride a stock motorcycle, no risk of hearing damage, which is also a benefit, right? It's pretty good. But we love the brap, don't we? We love the brap, the sound, the vroom vroom noise, monkey brain neuron gets activated, dude, it's hard to say that it's like, oh no, I just want to have a stock exhaust. I think it's just me getting older, man. It's just me realizing that sometimes the best decision is not the most fun decision, right? I've been dealing with this so much now as a new parent, right? My baby girl is 8 months old, so we're just getting started in the grand scheme of things. But, you know, doing the fun thing isn't always the thing you gotta do, man. Sometimes you gotta do the stuff you don't want to do. And having a stock exhaust, to me, at this stage in my life, is kind of like, well, it's not something I would choose to do necessarily. And to be honest, I think I would prefer to have a loud pipe on my bike. It's more fun. I love hearing them. I love the sound that it makes. And for me, as a musical person, I really enjoy hearing my bikes. A huge part of the riding experience is being able to hear the damn thing. And so it's tough to say, oh, everyone should just have a stock exhaust. But at the same time, gosh, the world would be a much quieter, nicer place, wouldn't it? I really hate dude, I can't explain to you guys how much I hate hearing people's bikes and cars when I don't want to hear them. If I'm in a situation where I just happen to be having some fun and, you know, I'm enjoying my bike, I'm having a nice time, that's cool. But at the same time, if I'm like just big chilling in my house and I'm subjected to somebody's freaking motorcycle, it's horrible. I do not want that. I never want that. Ah, look at beautiful Austin, Texas back there, boys. Not too shabby. A little sunset ride, cloudy day. Life's good, isn't it? Not too bad. So, you guys let me know in the comments what you think about this topic. Loud pipes, are they okay for you? Do you like them? Do you wish that people would stop using them? I really think the sweet spot is a motorcycle that has a modified aftermarket system that's a little bit louder than stock. You know, you get something that's just got a little bit more bite to it, a little bit more throaty, something that you can hear, but not something that's going to make everybody so mad at you and irate at you, you know? I think we really got to draw the line somewhere. Well, that being said, thanks so much for checking out today's quick little vlog. I hope you had some fun. I hope it sparked some conversation, and I will catch you all in the next one. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you later.
Keep watching Yummy News.